Yeah, but me, I'm fed up the friend. Got a bad bitch waiting for me to land. She know that I get to them bands. Cause I gotta eat. Ain't got no time to be outside with goofies and shaking their hands. Cause I'm from the streets. Remember way back in the day when a nigga ain't had no fans. Remember them days when I couldn't even eat.
Yes, sir. I'm here with my geyser, 18K, Bundy, Bundy. What's the word, Buzzin'? How you feeling, bro?
Shit, I'm chilling.
Yes, sir.
I got this new tape about to drop on all platforms called Ascension.
Oh, yeah.
And like basically what it represents for me is just like a totem of my growth, like from start to finish, like, and like, cause I done been through a lot in this field of work, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, I done seen a lot of things.
Bro, first of all, let's tell the people real quick, yo. Who is 18K Bundy? Who is Bundy? What's going on here, bro? Like, who are you, bro?
Alright, so 18K basically represents like abundance, like eternal abundance. Because the number 18,000, well, 8, basically represents like infinite possibilities, infinite like abundance. Yeah. And the number 1 is like the number that basically locks that in. It's like if you read up on angel numbers, you'll know about that type of stuff. But the 3 zeros is basically like mind, body, and spirit. For me.
Right.
So I consider myself abundant in mind, body, and spirit. And I kill beats, for me. I'm a serial killer.
Bundy.
Or
yo, nah. That's, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure a lot of people was very skeptical about that, want to know a lot more about that. So I'm saying, wait, can you break that down like a little bit more?
What you mean?
So the Bundy part, what's that again?
I know Ted Bundy. Ted Bundy, he's a serial killer.
Oh, killing beats. Okay,
yeah, I kill beats, and like if you wanna, I swing it I could swing it a couple different ways, like, you know what I'm saying? Because he used to kill females and shit.
Oh nah.
Niggas, bitches be letting me kill every now and again, you know what
I'm saying?
You feel me?
Yeah, nah, hell yeah. You know what I'm saying? I was a little slow with that at first, but nah, I get it now, though, bro. That's 30. I'm saying a lot of people just be coming up with names just cause. But that's fire, though, bro. People gonna tap in, because I know some people already, a lot of people know about numerology and stuff like that.
Yeah, like I'm a spiritual dude, for me. Like I'm deep. I'm really into that type of shit. Like, but yeah, like this tape Ascension is really just like a totem of my growth. Like it's basically telling people, like showing people where I came from and where I ended up. Like I dropped a tape maybe a couple years ago when I first started taking music like really serious, called Biohazard.
Yeah, when did you start taking music serious, bro? Matter of fact, where you from?
I'm from, I'm Uptown Baby. For me, I'm an Uptown Baby.
Uptown New York.
Yeah, I'm originally from the Bronx, but like I came here when I was like 5 and shit. I mean.
Yeah.
And
we in Jersey right now.
Yeah, I'm in Jersey. For me, I live in Montclair now, and it's a real peaceful community. It's not like the town that I grew up in. For me,
ain't too much going on.
I grew up in a town called Orange, for me. And, you know, in Orange, a lot of shit, it's a real small town, but a lot of shit popped off. Like, niggas died left and right. It's just really, it's crazy. I come from a gangland, impoverished, whatever you want to call it. But, like, feel me and my friends back in the day, like, growing up and shit like that, we made the best out of the situation. Like, basically just by ignoring all of the BS that was going on around us and, you know, staying focused on, you know, just bettering ourselves in whatever way that we could. And for me, like, music was one of my biggest vices. Like, I was always really, really efficient, like, in music. I always had a real good ear for music, like, growing up and shit like that.
Yo, how old are you right now?
I'm 25. I'm about to be 25 in like a month. I'm 24 now. course. But yeah, like when I started taking music serious, it wasn't until after a really, really bad breakup. Like my very first real heartbreak type shit. Like,
so like, do you remember like your younger days growing up?
Yeah, I mean, like when I was growing up, like I always used to be in and out of the studio and shit like that. I used to play around and make music in like studios that me and my boys used to build and shit. But I really didn't take my music as serious. I didn't really know too many really good engineers and shit like that, so I also didn't have as many connections as I do now. I didn't know how to drop music on all platforms.
Word up. They got like TuneCore now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? What else they got?
Like back in the day, I used to write.
Spotify.
I don't even write no more now. Like my whole creative process changed. Like I record all my music on GarageBand on my phone before I go to the studio and shit like that. So
facts. You know what? I remember about like last year, you made this one song called Adjacent.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? If I remember correctly, that was like all on your phone.
Right.
Even the version that's like out today, that was like, did you mix that?
I actually, what happened was, I did it on my phone. I did the same way I do every other song.
And how do you do that?
I record it on my phone first, and I go to the studio, and then I re-record it with my engineer.
Okay, that's fire.
I mean, I basically mix it. I have him mix it down the same exact way I mix it down on my phone.
Oh, yeah, that's fire. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah. I definitely thought that was like phone quality, but that shit sounded like it was a mix. But that's fire though. So, nah.
Yeah, nah, facts, bro. Like, that's another thing. Like, I was getting to. Like, it's really gonna symbolize my growth when I drop this tape because my sound has evolved so much from what it was when I dropped my last tape.
Yo, so tell us, like, what are you trying to express in your music right now? Like,
all right, so like, in my music, I like to express a little bit of everything. Like, for me, I let the audience feel my pain, but at the same time, I show the beauty in the pain. You feel me? Like, I show the fun, the good times within the pain, mm-hmm. and how the pain basically influenced the growth.
Yeah,
you feel me? Shit like that. That's pretty much my main theme when I make music, and like also just like I want to be a supportive. I want to be a lend of support for people who don't really know how to organize their thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Like that, like people who have who suffer with like depression and shit like that. Like I want to be somebody that people could listen to and find like kind of sort of like a voice of reason in my music. Cause like a lot of shit that I talk about, it'd be like everyday shit, like shit that you go through, maybe with females or shit that you go through in the hood with other niggas, ops. Feel me? And like, feel me? Everything I spit is just cold, really.
Nah, yeah, you know what? I definitely peep a lot of what you're saying right now, like how you spit and like what direction you going with as far as like you mixing in with friends and ops and just like females, like especially in your latest video that you just dropped. You just dropped a video called Flight Off.
Flight OTF.
Flight OTF. That shit going off right now. You know what I'm saying? Like he really, I'm not gonna lie, you should definitely play a little bit of that. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks, bro. I'll play it right.
Nah, I'm gonna skip to a little part now. That's fire. Yeah. But yeah. Nah, that Flight OTF, bro. That's like, damn. You get the vibe, you know what I'm saying? And then with the visual, when you see the visual, it kind of like brings it in together. Like you kind of like mold to really see what's really
yeah, like basically what's going on in that visual is like,
yeah, what's going on?
I'm trying to be on book me a flight to France status for me. Like, got a bad bitch waiting for me to land, cause like I don't got time to be outside playing with these goofy niggas out here that's just doing regular nigga shit. Like I'm a different human, you feel me? So like I wanna be doing bigger things, feel me? That's basically what I'm talking about in that song. Like I don't wanna get mixed in with ops and shit like that. Get mixed in, caught lacking in traffic because all of this internet shit, like, that niggas be doing.
Yeah, nah. Yeah, niggas be...
It is like, I make it clear that I can hold my own if I got to. But I'm trying to stay out the way, you feel me? Niggas get this fucked up misconception. Oh, I'm a hood rapper, so I'm gonna stay in the hood. I'm gonna do all of this hood shit. I mean, I'm not that guy. I'm trying to get up out the hood. You feel me?
Hell yeah. Nah, no funny shit. You know what I'm saying? Shit get real critical, especially around these times when you got people trying to elevate. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
You got people over here trying to really do something for themselves, and you already see what's going on in regular rap culture or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, it be your own city. It be your own
That's
place,
a fact, bro.
So
like,
you just gotta stay out the way.
Everybody down in their own hoods, and
so like, what you doing to stay out the way? Like, other than like,
well, me personally, first thing I had to do was get up out of my hood. I moved up out of my hood so I could, find a different direction. You know what I'm saying? Because where I'm from, like, it's easy to get stuck within that same 1.2 miles. You're doing little to nothing. You feel me? So once I was able to, step out of that box, it gave me a little bit more, courage to step out further and explore, like, different options and shit like that. And, like, when I, like I said, this music shit, it really started with a real bad heartbreak and, like, me being displaced. I was living in a place that I didn't want to be. And eventually, like, just, through word of mouth, I ended up, like, just going to a bunch of different, because my friends, I have supportive friends that was trying to pull me up out of that depression at the same time, too. Like, my bro Damani and Tati, all of them, like, they was trying to pull me out to, like, fucking fashion shows and shit like that. I was networking. I was doing a lot of networking out there in the city, and then one day, my cousin reached out to me and told me he was putting together a collective, and they was working on event planning and shit like that, and they needed me to make an investment. I invested like $80 in our first event, and after that, they was like, "Yo, we want to recruit you into the label, da-da-da." So we chopped it up.
That's fire.
And for me, after that, we were just throwing some of the littest events in the city. And
oh, that's Block Boys.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah. Nah, yeah, I was going up. Nah, yeah.
We was throwing some of the craziest events in the city. And then, like, after that,
COVID.
Yeah, that happened.
COVID definitely did a lot.
COVID happened. That shit stopped the flow of a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it was like that shit right there. That was a great experience for me because like it was a turning point for me in my life. Coming from being in this broken down state like of mental, like just not wanting to do shit, not knowing where to go, not knowing what direction to go in. I had to pull myself out of that box. And once I did, like, I promise, I was broke. I lost my job. I lost everything. I lost my car. Yeah. And music honestly became, like, the road. Like, it started paving the road for me to go places.
I remember those times. You was taking the train to New York. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then you was, going out. And, yo, you remember that one time I went with you to New York? And we went to that one studio on 118th.
Mm-hmm.
Was it 118th or 119th?
It was 108 and 10. You talking about the one that we was chilling with Chippy Chippy?
Yeah, I first met Chippy Chippy in that studio. What studio was it? I don't know.
108. I think it's on 108th. Yeah.
Shout out Chippy and them, you know what I'm saying?
Where we was out there just chilling, I'm saying, nigga Smokey Margelli being there every now and again, too.
Yeah, I was cool, because I was like, damn, what the fuck?
Word, that's regular, bro.
I'm like, I'm in New York.
And like,
I'm in Harlem.
Bro, like I said, like,
I'm in Harlem. Shout out Harlem.
Hopping on that train every other day, going to the city, just networking and meeting new people and getting involved, just like put me in a different headspace. Like it gave me a sense of like direction and like it gave me a sense of purpose. Like it showed me like, yo, there's people out here that really do believe in me and like
people out here getting it, bro.
Yeah, for me, there's people out here getting to it, doing what they gotta do. And like for me being in the state that I was in, bro, I was not even fit to step foot on the stage, let alone like be where I'm at right now. Like for me, niggas didn't even wanna. For me, niggas had to put me in check about a lot of stuff, bro. Like my professionalism, my wardrobe, all of that, bro. Like all of that shit matters when you're an artist.
Yeah.
And like when they heard my sound, it was just like, yo, nah, you gotta get your shit together, bro.
Talking about like your look and stuff like that. But so on Instagram and stuff, so a lot of people like the homies and shit, we be seeing that you do like these funny exercise stuff, you know what I'm saying? And it be mad funny to niggas, yo, I'm not gonna lie, yo. Niggas be sending it, be like, yo, bro, like, yo, Debo going crazy.
Yeah, nah, don't play shit every now and again, bro.
That should be dead funny. If you know, you know. But like that should be funny, yo.
Yeah, every now and again.
On Instagram, it was
18KBUNDY _.
Yeah, my boy be funny.
Yeah, every now and again I get on the gram and I do some funny shit for some extra engagement and shit like that to keep my page active. But like that's like in between like album drops and, you know, singles and all of that. For me, I try to stay as professional as possible, but still at the same time give off a natural.
That boy funny.
A natural.
That boy a funny guy.
Feel like I want my audience to know me. You know what I'm saying? I want y'all to know me. I don't want y'all to know this facade I put up every day.
Alright, cool, man. I'm saying we out here, man. Nah, but look, it's a whole lot going on, man. This world is crazy, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ever thought about, like real world situations outside of, like, Jersey, New York, you know what I'm saying? Or just, like
oh, yeah, bro. Like, honestly, yeah, like, recently, I actually debuted on the tape in Belgium.
Oh, that's hard.
My boy Starling and Moonchild, he flew out here from overseas to work with me and shit. We was locked in.
That's hard.
In the studio for a little bit. Maybe like last month, I believe.
Word.
Yeah, and I debuted on his tape. I had him. I'm putting him on my tape too. He's on the first track, Ascension.
Word. Shout out Starling Moonchild. Nah, I'm saying that's different. I'm saying so.
Word, bro.
How you connect with that? How do you connect with your fans? Like, how does it feel to have people watch you and know that like they really connect with you? You know what I'm saying, and you have a fan base.
Bro, that shit is dope. Like when I got that text, bro, from him, I was honestly shocked and appalled. Like, cause the way that everything about it was just weird, bro. I looked at the number. That shit said 1 plus something. Da.
You didn't even want to pick up.
Yeah, feel me?
Yeah, I would have picked up.
Pick up. He's like, yeah. This is Starling, I want to work with you, I feel like I can learn something from that experience. I'm like, all right, cool, I'm going to work with you, say less. We made some heat, bro. We made some heat. I was on his tape for me, and because of that, like, I got fans all over Belgium now, like, and he's big in Belgium.
Right.
Yeah, he's big in Belgium.
Well, I got to pull him up, man, that's fire. Start little Moonchild, you know what I'm saying? We out here really putting like different pieces to the puzzle together, you know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly, bro. Like my mission statement from the time I started taking music serious, when I first started doing my drops, like when I got acquainted with the Block Boys and I started working with them, my mission statement was to bridge the gap between Jersey and New York.
Where your phone at?
Right there. And I feel like I kind of sort of successfully did that. You feel me? Because I got all my bros out here in Jersey in tune with New York shit, like, feel me? And
nah, yeah, niggas definitely in tune with.
And for me, like, gangster, people from New York don't even really, they don't fuck with anything Jersey, but they fuck with me. They fuck with me, and I grew up here. I mean,
Jersey fire though, man.
Yeah, Jersey,
shout out Jersey, yo.
Jersey definitely is fire, but for me,
I don't know, man. There's mad shit going on in Jersey, bro.
The only thing about Jersey is it's a lot of static due to the fact that it's not a lot of opportunity.
It's controversy on.
It's controversy due to lack of opportunity.
Yeah, on lack of like togetherness. You know what I'm saying? Like, if that makes sense. Like,
yeah, it's not really no togetherness because it's less. It's not really much out here to grab. So when when it's something to grab, everybody's reaching in the pot trying to snatch it first. Feel me?
Yeah, Jersey. A lot of Jersey artists. I'm saying a lot of people don't be trying to. You know what I'm saying? Tap in with each other because people be too busy beefing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
niggas be hating.
But, it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, people be trying to move past that, but it's not really working because it is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Whereas New York, like, for me, everybody in New York, like, appreciates the art for what it is.
Now,
like,
I'm gonna keep it a buck. You beefing in New York, it's in a song, and they still, like, in tune with each other, you know what I'm saying? Like, they listening to each other on some shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, they dancing each other moves. I know it's on some straight disrespectful shit, but it's still like...
But, like, gangster, bro, the thing about... That's the thing, though, bro. And in New York, you could choose to be that kind of artist, but you don't really have to be, bro. In New York, people appreciate all art forms. So, like, the audience is a little different out there. For me, out here, you stand in the middle of the street and you perform, niggas probably gonna look at you like you're retarded.
Oh, yeah. Yo, bro.
In New York, you do that, you get a crowd.
I'm trying to do this thing on the show where I ask everybody like a certain question. So my question for you is, if you could go back to when you were about like 16, like, what advice would you give yourself? Like, if you could just go back in time.
When I was 16?
When you were 16. Like, today, if you could go back in time, what advice would you give yourself?
If I could go back to when I was 16, the best advice I could have given myself was to stop putting so much focus on these females.
Stop putting focus on females?
For real, bro, because... And honestly, also put more focus on the music, because I was always, like I said, I was always musically inclined, and like I always had the ability. I just never really took music serious because I didn't think that was what I was going to do with my life. I thought I was going to be like a fucking D1 athlete. I thought I was going to be a fucking football player at one point, and then got a real bad injury, stopped playing football, and after that, I was pretty much scrambling. Like, I didn't know what the fuck I wanted to do in my life. I went to college for a little bit. And, like, all throughout the beginning of college, like, I felt like I wanted to be a fashion designer, but at the same time, like, it was just music. Music kept pulling me. Like, I kept on ending up in studios. And, like, one day I just sat back and I really thought about it. I'm like, bro, like, why the fuck do I keep on ending up in studios? Why the fuck do I keep on ending up making music and all of this extra shit, like, if I'm not going to do nothing with it, you feel me? And it's like, you know, everything in your life that comes to you for a reason. And that was one thing that just kept on gravitating to me naturally. Like, I always loved music. Music is the core foundation of my life. And so, like, basically, I took that and I ran with it. Like, music keep on coming back to me. That must be my calling.
Yeah, nah, honestly, bro, at this age right now, it just makes sense, you know what I'm saying? So, damn, you know what I'm saying? That's fire, you know what I'm saying? Not a lot of people would have really expected that, so I'm glad for that to really be what it is right now, because we probably wouldn't be doing this today.
That's a fact.
So with that being said, bro, It was a great time exploring ideas and really tapping into your mind, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Till next time, we got 18KBUNDY here, yo. Shout out 18KBUNDY. X Ytrip. Dang. That's fire, bro.
Yeah, but me I'm fed up the friend. Got a bad bitch waiting for me to land. She know that I get to them bands. Cause I gotta eat. Ain't got no time to be outside with goofies and shaking their hands. Cause I'm from the streets. Remember way back in the day when a nigga ain't had no fans. Remember them days when I couldn't even eat. Started to whip out the pot. Remember them days I was out on my feet. Now I whip shit off the lot. Got all these bad bitches down on their knees, yeah. When I was down, it was not 20 ounce soda mixed out with the snot. Burning my chest like a shot. It's in the clips, in case a nigga want play. We do this shit every day. Look the pump, pull that shit out of the trunk. Niggas ain't saying no names. Last nigga play with my body, just go ask his mom. We put his little ass in the grave. All of the niggas around me, they down to catch homies. Don't think for a second you say that boy lacking that shit was a shame. He let it blow, but he ain't got no aim. These niggas be lame, tryna throw dirt on my name. I be collecting their change. Drip in my body, bitches compare me to rain. We is not one and the same.